As I said, it's really great to be here, and telecoms is a very interesting area. There's a lot of things happening, so let's see a movie that shows some of things. What you could see here in the film was two interesting things that have happened the last 15-20 years that have had a profound impact on us. It's the success of the internet, and it's the success of mobile phones. I think no one can dispute the success of the internet, what it has meant to us, or the possibilities that have been generated through it. And I think the same goes for mobile telephony, and how much it has been used for voice communication. What will happen now, which already has started, and will go on for the next coming at least 10 years, is when these two things now come together, where the internet really becomes mobile for the first time. I think we have a lot to say thank you to Steve Jobs for what he did with iPhone, really enabling them a truly great mobile device. It has then been followed up with more and more smartphones, Android-based, that provide a great user experience. So soon, 80% of all the people accessing the internet are going to be on mobile devices. 80%. That's quite good. We also saw in the movie about 50 billion connected devices. And let me get back to that. Let me get back to talk about what that means for us. But let's look on some more proof points first, coming back to the presentations made both by China Unicom and China Mobile about what's happening when it comes to mobile broadband. Mobile broadband is the most exciting business opportunity for operators. In the next coming 5 years, it is estimated that $300 billion will be created in operator revenue worldwide. $300 billion. Wow, that's a lot of money. That's actually the best business opportunity that mobile operator has today. But are people willing to pay for that or not? Well, some initial studies that have been made, for instance here in the US and in the UK, show that consumers are very much willing to pay for these services. You can also see that the data traffic continues to increase in mobile networks. And end of last year, for the first time, the amount of data traffic going in mobile networks was higher than the amount of traffic generated from voice calls. And this will now only continue. The data traffic will just continue to grow and be the dominating traffic in mobile networks. And of course this is also supported, as has been said earlier, by the great amount of new subscribers coming onto mobile network, especially here in China, as you see, 100 million more customers just last year. Why is this relevant for Ericsson? Well, we are very grateful that all this development is happening, because Ericsson is a part of powering these mobile networks that are enabling these services. So in 2008, in the beginning of 2008, Ericsson had 31% worldwide market share on wireless systems. End of 2009, the market share had increased up to 35% of the total wireless systems worldwide were then powered by Ericsson. So we are the clear market leader in 2G and 3G wireless systems, mobile systems. But also said here before by the one from China Mobile, 4G is around the corner. 4G is very important. Ericsson also targets to take a leading position, the leading position in 4G LTE. We have today got the leading position when it comes to the FTT version of LTE that will be used. So far we've seen in the US and Europe. And of course we are extremely committed and dedicated to the same when it comes to the TD-LTE technology. Now there's a lot of things to talk about here. We've already been into the topic of 50 billion connected devices, or Internet of Things as it is called here in China. And Ericsson truly believes that this is a great opportunity. We believe that everything that benefits from being connected will be connected. And we already heard a lot of examples being mentioned, both by China Unicom and by China Mobile here. I'm going to give you a flavor of how it could be. Do any one of you use Facebook or any similar type of tools? Right? You do that, yeah? I'm going to give you an example. I'm going to bring a friend up here first. I brought a friend. I guess you recognize what this is. Small, nice orchid. What can you do with this one? Well, this is not exactly the Facebook layout, but it could be a little bit. It is my page. You can see me there. I'm up there, and 2 days ago I put up there. I was looking forward to go to the Business Innovation Forum in Shanghai. And then our CEO said, I hope you're going to be back soon. I don't know why he said that. And then I put up there. I'm really preparing a demonstration of what you could do. So, what if this was now part of this Internet of Things? What could we do then? Just to trigger your minds a little bit. So here we have, here's my friend, the orchid. And it's sunshine, the sun is up. It's really hot, right? So suddenly the orchid comes online here and says, oh, it's too hot because direct sunlight is also very dry. I guess with the sensor that was talked about, you can really feel that in the earth, whether it is dry or not. So I think, oof, it needs too much sun here. What do we do about that? Well, of course, what's really good here is that my living room is very nice. So of course the living room then said, oh, it's hot for you. Then I will close the blinds here. You see, the blinds come down. So it wouldn't be so hot for the orchid. I wonder what my orchid thinks about that. Yeah, it's better now. It's not that hot, but it's still quite dry. So I guess we need to find some water now. Now this might be a very futuristic view of what can be done or not. But why not? Technically wise, it's quite possible to do that already today. You can, with a sensor in the earth, feel how dry it is. You can have this type of communication. Or maybe it's your car that says it's time for service. Do you want me to book a time that fits with your calendar? Do you want me to book a rental car at the same time? And on and on and on. There's so many examples that can be done. So when it comes to mobile broadband connectivity, we are just in the early days. There are so many more things that can be done. And from Ericsson, we believe it's very important with innovation. And that's why we also have created an innovation center here in Asia Pacific that Johan Wibergh is having. He's sitting there at the end of the road. Someone wants to talk with him here later on today. And there are so many things more that can be done. And we also got really good cooperation here with our customers, China Mobile and China Unicom. So, a lot more things to be done. And let's see what's going to happen in the next coming 10 years. Thank you.